Ninjago's most iconic gimmick has returned yet again with these, the Dragon Spinjitzu spinners. Today we'll be taking a look at all three of these new spinner sets to see just how they've changed once again. So let's get into it. First up is Sora Spinner with 56 pieces which simply build up the spinner launch pad. As for minifigures, we get Sora, who is identical to the version from the Combiner mech, as she just uses her old suit with this new gold and white mask. We also get a Dragonian warrior, one of the all-new villains, masked up and wielding a sword. Sat on this clear stand, there's also one of the new mini dragon creatures to fly around, and you can of course take that off and stick it on the warrior's back if you want to give it wings, which does make for a really cool look. Next is Kai's Spinner, which carries on the trend of Kai being the only ninja to star in every type of gimmick set. This one includes a Dragonian scout who has a mohawk and another of those small dragons on a clear stand. Then we've got Kai in his brand new suit, but with an exclusive golden red mask piece instead of the red one he has in the other sets, which is a bit of an odd decision I think. But I've got to say, Kai's suit is definitely one of the better ones for this new collection. Finally, it's the Dragon Spinjitzu battle pack with 186 pieces and 4 numbered bags. The first two just build up the spinner launch pads for Arin and Ras, while bags 3 and 4 build the small temple. This of course includes the brand new Arin suit, who's got a purple dragon painted on his original orange outfit and the new mask in gold and orange. This definitely looks better with a black one though, but we'll have to wait until the March sets in order to complete that look. Instead of a Dragonian, we get Lord Ras in the same tournament outfit we saw last year, so this is a fantastic cheap option to get him if you couldn't get the giant ones he was locked in. The only difference here is his armour is in black instead of gunmetal grey, though that does come with Drix in the small Zane mech as well. So minifigure wise, these spinners have nothing too special going on, and you know what? That's great. I'd rather get canon suits in these that appear in other sets than another incomplete NRG Ninja collection, and the inclusion of villains in the smaller ones is also really great to see. It's a nice cheap way to get hold of them and also helps bump up your army a little bit too. But what do the builds themselves have to offer? Well, all of the launcher builds are identical, save for their colour scheme, each one matching that of their respective ninja. You can also clip the character's weapons on the side for when they're in the spinner if you want to. As for the spinners, they use 3 big pieces, with these transparent dragon energy looking ones clipping into the main spinner piece to give them that elemental tornado appearance. Each one has a different colour scheme, with a warm orange and red for Kai's fire, red and grey for Lord Ras, yellow and grey for Arin, and pink and white for Sora, who I actually think has the best looking spinner out of this bunch. I really like how well the trans pink has turned out here, paired up with the white. The minifigure simply slots into the middle, and then the spinner slots into the launcher like so. To launch the spinner, you just push this back piece in, and off they go into action. You don't even have to push it very hard, but they still spin nice and fast and go on for quite a while. You can also mix and match the outer pieces to make different colour combinations between the spinners, which is another added bonus to them. It's nice to get some customizability from these spinners. What's even better is that for the first time since 2012, there's actually a battle aspect to these as well. You can't really knock the minifigures out of the tornado like the old ones, but what you can do is knock the transparent dragon pieces off the side by getting the spinners to slam into each other. Obviously the game aspect isn't quite the same as 2012, which also had the card element and all the booster packs to add stuff onto the spinners, but it is still pretty fun getting these to fight and trying to see if you can knock both pieces off of each spinner. Honestly, these are what the 2018 spinners should have been, instead of just Airjitsu without the flying ability. They're a definite improvement that actually look like proper Spinjitzu tornadoes, and the battle aspect makes them much more fun to play around with, so I hope they stick with this style for a while so we can get them for all of the ninjas. Though sadly I don't think that's going to happen. It's a shame that Arin and Sora will never get legacy style spinners, because we're probably never going to have a unified collection of spinner tornadoes now, but oh well. If you get bored of spinner battles, then that's where the small temple from the battle pack comes in. It's a simple build which holds onto a small weapon for Arin and also Lord Ras's hammer, plus has the same flag we saw in the forest dragon sat in the middle here. On top of each pillar, there are also these golden dragon designs which give you another option for spinner customizability, as you can make a fully golden spinner with them, and that does look pretty decent. The main play feature with the build is simple, just launch the spinners at it and try to knock down the outer 2 pillars. After a few tries, eventually you'll get it, and the golden dragon designs will collapse down to the floor. Putting it back together is really simple, as the pillars just snap onto these jumper plates and the dragon pieces just rest on the top like so. As far as Dragons Rising gimmick sets go, these are definitely better than the Rising Dragon Strikes from last year, which all they could really do was slam down the back and then launch the dragon flying forwards with the minifigure sat on the back. Then for 2023 we got the Dragon Power Spinners, which I was personally a big fan of. I loved that each spinner had a unique build to allow for their specific gimmick as well as the normal spinning mode. The new ones do spin much easier though, and the battle aspect again is nice to see, so to be honest, I think the new ones probably take the edge there as well, making them the best gimmicks we've gotten so far for Dragons Rising. On the whole then, these are a fine addition to the Ninjago Spinner family, which you can see more of by clicking on screen now to see how spinners evolved from 2011 to 2023. If they make any more of these, I'm definitely going to have to give that video an update. In any case, that's it for today, so as always, thanks for watching.